Please remain standing and join us in the covenant found on our screen.
I gave you guys a pass.
Love is the spirit of this church, and service its call. We have to be covenant to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. You may be seated. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its call. Let this be our covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are on your life journey, you are welcome here. And I get to serve as today's worship associate of this caring, curious, and ever-evolving congregation. It is good to be here.
You are
welcome to worship. So good to be with you this morning, in person and online. We are here to support each other on our own and our shared spiritual journeys, centered in love, compassion, curiosity, courage, and joy. I'm especially happy to welcome first-time and returning visitors. If you are a visitor, we hope you will find us a community eager to welcome you and respectful of the path that has brought you here this morning. Anyone wearing a colorful floral stole is glad to answer any questions you may have. There's written info in the pew folders and at the visitors table for you to take. For our online participants, it would be wonderful if you introduced yourself on the chat so we know you are with us. Our church buildings are located on the traditional homelands of the Pennacook Abenaki people, past and present. We acknowledge and honor with gratitude the land and the people who have stewarded it for generations. For a complete listing of church news and events, check out our weekly e-bulletin or a copy of Parish Notes, our monthly newsletter. Here are a few highlights. After the service, please join us for social time in the courtyard. At 11:30, Spanish conversation is in the Abenaki room. Today's whole topic is sports. Each week we light our chalice to set this time apart and mark it as sacred. If you are at home and you have a candle or chalice ready, I invite you to light it now as CJ lights our chalice in the sanctuary.
Good morning, I'm Margaret Fletcher. I'm delighted to be here with all of you. And I'm very delighted to welcome my husband, Bill Fletcher, and our dear friend and musical colleague, David Nugent, to church this morning. We are happy to bring you water music from around the world and to hear more from Heather, Mike, and Mandy. We began our service this morning with two Irish songs that I hope brought you to contemplate a favorite river and remember a time when you cavorted near and maybe even danced a jig next to a lake. Now we'll hear a traditional religious song from India, a raga, that is meant to call for the life-giving monsoons to come to us in a dry time. And given that the U.S. East Coast is in moderate to severe drought right now, we offer this raga with a sincere prayer for rain to come. We've been practicing it all week. Did you notice what happened yesterday? Okay. And if you would, please listen in the music for the approaching rain and then the great deluge.
And now join us in this blessing. It is a blessing to be. It is a blessing to be here. It is a blessing to be here now. It is a blessing to be here now together.
I grew up near lakes and streams and not far from the Jersey Shore. Some of my fondest memories as a child are of playing in the water, dancing in the streets during rainstorms, and rolling in the waves at the ocean. I was not aware back then the healing powers water would have on me throughout my life. Karen and I would seek a source of water when we felt sadness, troubled emotions, and for happy celebrations. We would sit for hours at a time on the beaches at Cape Cod, listening to the rhythmic sounds, smell the salty air, taste the saline on our lips. We would leave the beach feeling happier and our troubles and worries diminished. I would exhale all my breath and sink to the bottom of the pool or the lake, feeling the pressure of the water increase the deeper I sank. It felt like a hug, or as if I was wrapped in a weighted blanket, comforting me with its silky smooth feel. While kayaking rivers and lakes, I feel control as I glide my vessel across the surface of the water, watching the ripples moving out across the surface, listening to the water move around me, or soak in the calm silence on a windless day. I feel my cares drift past me, leaving me calm and happy. Today, we celebrate water and all the ways it supports us spiritually. There will be sounds of water during the service. You may want to use the bathrooms now. Please rise in body or spirit as we sing "Down to the River to Pray." The words will be on the screen.
Yeah. Do we have any children in the congregation? Oh, wonderful, yay. Will you come down and help me with something? That would be really wonderful. And do we have any water lovers? Water lovers. Yes, would you? Oh, this is perfect, yes. Do we have any water lovers? We might need a couple of water lovers. Okay, Gary and Mary. All right, this is wonderful. Yeah, well, welcome. Come on up. Have a seat. So I wonder about water. And do you like to play? Does anybody like to play with water or play in water? Yes, good. How do you want to say, like, I like to let my little grandkids, I pull up a chair to the bathroom sink and I put the plug in and I just let them goof around in the water. Does somebody want to say how they like to, do you want to say how you like to play in the water? Anybody else?
I like to jump in puddles.
Jump in puddles, yes, wonderful. Anybody else? Mandy? Running in a sprinkler, yes, wonderful. Well, water is so fun, and also water is for other things like feeding our lawns and our vegetables and fruits, right? For drinking, for us, for health. And I need to go get a couple more props. Just excuse me for a second. Here in the church, I have a bucket of water here and a couple of empty ones. Here in the church, when we welcome a new child to our community, we touch them with some water. Do you ever touch each other with water sometimes like this? This is a blessing. It's a blessing. So I want to tell you about something that happens sometimes for me. When I go on a retreat with my meditation teachers, they have us walk around and chant and bless, and we get blessed by water. And I'm going to show you how this is. It's a very, very gentle blessing. So do you want to take a watch? I'm going to dip this pine bough into the water, and then I'm just going to go like this. Oh, okay. So we're going to chant, we're going to sing, and we're going to chant. And what I'd like some help. I'd like all of you all to take one of these. And maybe some grown-ups can follow along as well, so pass those around. And we have 3 buckets of water here. You're not looking to get a whole lot of water loaded onto your pine bough, just a little bit, okay? Is there an adult who'd like to carry this bucket? Okay. And is there another adult who'd like to carry this? And so we're gonna chant, and you all are gonna dip your boughs into the water and then just send your blessings out to everybody in the congregation through the little drops of water. We're going to have a water blessing. This is a white pine bough. All right, so can you follow along with the buckets and bless the congregation while we're chanting? Okay, here we go. Maybe somebody could walk around with this too. Thanks to the earth, all connected we are one web. You guys can stand up and walk and chant. Yeah. All connected we are one web. We give thanks to the earth. We are one web. Life on earth we hold precious. All connected we are one
Now turn to the joys and the sorrows we carry individually and as a community. Will you take a breath with me? As we surrender to this moment, let us notice our body resting grounded and supported by the earth. As the piano begins to play, you are invited to come forward and light a candle or place a stone at the table to your right, or add a note to the Holding Our Grief wheel. Today's joys and sorrows will be held in silence with no public sharing at the microphone. I now invite Donna to light one more candle on behalf of all those who are not here or who chose to remain seated. Whether your joys or sorrow have been named or remain in the silence of your heart, know you are not alone. May we hold our earth in our hearts with joy in her nature, in awe of her majesty, power, and resilience, taking responsibility for the hurts we have caused her. Will you take another breath with me?
We will now take a water journey together on a path of healing. Take a moment and get comfortable, and close your eyes if you wish. Take a deep breath in and slowly release. Take another deep breath and gently let it go. Imagine a single drop of water, so small, yet the sound of it travels to your ears from afar. This single drop awakens all of your senses. You can hear it, you can see it, you can touch it, you can taste it, you can smell the water as it strikes a surface, releasing the rich aromas of damp earth, fresh plants, wet fur, and rain-soaked concrete. Listen to the rhythm of each drop as it falls. Feel your heartbeat becoming slower. Your body is relaxing. Notice the subtle differences in every drop. Hear the change in pitch and rhythm. The tiny ripples spreading across the water surface. If you are outdoors, notice the scents carried by the rain. One small drop at a time. As your mind grows quieter, your worries begin to settle. Problems become clearer. Solutions begin to appear. Your thoughts become calm, and a peaceful path begins to unfold before you. The sound begins to grow. One drop becomes many. Many becomes a gentle rain. At first, it seems like a steady pattern, but the longer you listen, the more you discover minute differences. Every drop has its own voice. Feel the rain upon your skin, like a gentle massage. Some drops are large, landing with the soft splash of tiny water balloons. Others are fine and wind-driven, sharp, refreshing, alive. With every drop, sadness washes away, worry fades, pain softens, and in their place, hope begins to grow. Happiness gently returns. The rain continues to fall. Streams begin to form. Small streams become rivers. Watch the water flow over rocks, around fallen branches, creating cheerful gurgles, soft splashes, and flowing melodies. No two ripples are ever the same. Each moment is new. Each sound is unique. The river becomes an orchestra, a symphony written by nature itself. If you listen carefully, you can hear every instrument, every musician, every note. Together, they create a healing song, a song that lifts your spirit, a song that reminds you of the beauty of your own life's journey, a song that makes you want to dance. The river continues its journey. until it meets the vast ocean. Listen to the waves crashing upon the shore, powerful, steady, comforting. Each wave crashing awakens your thoughts, shouting at you to release whatever sadness, whatever worries, whatever burdens you still hold. The ocean reassures you that everything will be okay. Taste the salt in the air. Feel the waves gently washing over your legs. Notice the endless colors of the sea. Breathe in the fresh ocean air. Allow every one of your senses to awaken your soul. All will be well. Take a deep breath in and slowly release. One more deep breath and gently let it go. Slowly bring your awareness back to the room. Begin to notice your body once again. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when it feels right, open your eyes. Namaste.
following CJ's evocative meditation, I hope you could really feel that koi fish living their koi fish life in a lovely pond. Thank you for the music of China, Dave, on the guzheng. And like the koi, water is all around us, and we'd be nothing without it. So this morning, we're here to take the pulse of our own hearts, and also the pulse of the waters of our earth home. We've been sort of living in the delights and the blessings of water, and now we've got to sort of look at the other side of the coin and where we're at on the earth with our water. So surrounding this building is the broad watershed of the Merrimack River. And when rain falls and filters and eventually runs into the Merrimack, this is our water source. Our drinking water is Pennacook Lake, right? And I want to honor and thank the Pennacook Abenaki people for those names and for their traditional caregiving of these waters. We haven't done such a great job, although it's turned around a lot since when my husband was young and was not allowed to swim in the river. So think, no Merrimack, no Pennacook Lake, no us. We need the water. And if those dry up, it would mean that we'd be living in a desert here, right? But we're so blessed to be in New England and to live in this luscious green place. I have a daughter in Los Angeles, Laura, some of you know her, and that city should be fed by a third of their water needs by the Colorado River. But that's not happening right now because that river has been argued over and engineered along its route so much, so now it's in a severe drought. This is coming from a 26-year dry period and rising temperatures, and there's no political solution in sight. This according to the Sierra Club. Our friend Dave's fiance currently lives in Nepal, and the monsoon rains are finally cooling off the sustained daytime high temperatures of 106 degrees, right? It's a climate emergency now. And for the coming 2 months at least, it's not safe for her to travel for some necessary medical treatment because of the growth of the monsoons, particularly with an El Nino this year. It's very dangerous to go from her small city through the rural area to Kathmandu where she needs surgery. And that's because of the risk of landslides and mudslides. Last year, almost 700 people died while traveling Nepal in the monsoon season. Maybe you saw headlines about buses going down. The changes caused by increased greenhouse gases can be felt at the low level of the Merrimack. Have you driven by right now? It's like beaches you've never seen are being created. And not only here, but across the globe. I have a mindfulness teaching friend. Her name is Kriti Kanko. She's from India, and she's also a climate scientist. And she presents on the climate emergency from the basis of her teaching as a Zen master. She talks about her extended family in India. These are indigenous farmers who have worked the land there for centuries. And in a rural village, very rural space, and now they're really having to contemplate relocating because their crops won't grow anymore. The earth is heating up. We know this. And many of us remember John Warner, our congregational member. John sometimes is on. Hi, John, if you're here. And he talked about a statistic called how many earths, right? Like as we're living right now, how many earths would it take to sustain us at this level of living? Right now, the nonprofit called Earth Overshoot Day calculates that we're living on 1.73 Earths, okay? So that means we're using up nature 1.73 times faster than our planet's biocapacity can regenerate. And each year they recalculate this, and this year the overshoot day happens on July 30th. So after the end of this month, all the carbon that humanity emits is going into a budget of harming into the future that will dry up the Colorado River and dump more rain on the mountains in Nepal. Now there's a wide divide between the biouse of the developed West and countries with lower per capita biouse. So How Many Earths tells us that in the US, we're actually living at 5.1 Earths in our air-conditioned comfort, and Nepal is living at 0.8. The US is ranked lowest but by 4 countries. They are Bahrain, the Cook Islands, Luxembourg, and Qatar. But most of the West is living somewhere between 2.5 and 4.5 Earths. Still, well, better, but still well over the 1.7 Earths. And look, the embedded systems that we live in, I really trust that the people here, you are doing a lot to cut back on your fuel use. We installed heat pumps last year, and still we have to use natural gas to heat our home when it's really coldest. But we've done as much as we can. But the embedded systems that we're living in make it really difficult for individuals like you and me to cut back enough. And the economic and social choices that both political parties have been making haven't resulted in a rate changing that much since Al Gore told us about an inconvenient truth in 2006. So the water around the globe is rearranging itself, largely due to our Western lifestyle. And I want to name another water system that's changing. It's called the AMOC. And that's an acronym for the Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation. It took me a while to memorize that, mouthful. And so I have a slide, Susie's put up a slide for us. This is a great temperature and salt-based flow that moves warm water up through the Atlantic. It touches the west coast of the British Isles and keeps that area mild. And then it dives and churns up cold water that then travels south along the east coast, which makes it a really chilly ocean swim in Maine and Nova Scotia. And the AMOC is getting big headlines lately because of global warming. Changes in ocean salinity and surface temperatures are beginning to slow down the AMOC. At this point, a high percentage of climate scientists agree that on this data, that right now it looks like there's a 40% chance of the AMOC collapsing within 100 years. Then with a full-on collapse, the British Isles take on something more like Greenland's climate, and New England turns into Virginia, steamy summers, not much of a winter. You can take the AMOC slide down now, Susie, thank you. Here's the last statistic I want to share with you, and this is from earth.org. The greenhouse gases that we embed today take 10 to 20 years to reach their full effect. So, what can we do? We have a Green Sanctuary Committee here at church. I and 3 other people head it up. So if you're not involved in some way with Green Sanctuary, you could join us. So that would be one thing that you could do. And that's more about our practical changes. But myself as one of the Green Sanctuary Committee, what I want to do is recommend something that is a little different. So it would be wrong to me to deliver a sermon like this and just leave you hanging. I've got an idea for us beyond, converting your home to solar power and such things. Because these personal changes are not going to get the West anywhere close to 1.7 Earths. Never mind the 1.0 Earth that we really need to get to. So what do? Some of you know this about me. I'm a mindfulness teacher and a teacher trainer, and in the past 5 years, I have been hanging out, learning from, and collaborating with, I'm going to say meditation greats because they are, from the West who see that the great shift that's needed is not grounded in policy shift, that policy changes is not really the root of the problem. What we have is a hearts and minds problem. And modernity has hypnotized us into a deep belief system that results in behaviors that illustrate what we believe: more, newer, faster, limitless growth, yeah? And that mindset is what's not sustainable and the lifeways that follow from it. We've gotten away with it for a good long time, but now we can see the bill is past due at this point on this kind of lifestyle. So this is my honest ask of you, and it's a foundational act of tuning yourself into the blessing and the power of the waters and the earth herself. It's a spiritual practice that will work within you to align your mindset and your heart field with the waters and the very earth that you depend on. If completed with sincerity and heart, this practice will change you, and that will change any actions you choose to undertake to save what we can of a good life on this earth. And just to give this extra authority, I want to tell you that these teachings are inspired by a friend, a colleague, and a teacher I received from. Her name is Karen Wakanda, and she's a Laguna Pueblo medicine woman and an insight meditation teacher. And she's a great grandmother warrior of this earth. And I feel like she's a grandmother to my kind of 5-year-old self when I'm learning from her. She's amazing. So here we go. Here's the ask. This is the important part. Whenever you turn on the tap in your home, feel that water and send some love to the watershed right here and underneath us. Every time you wash your face, your hands, sweep a bit of that water across your own forehead and throat. Thank the rivers for bringing it to you. And instead of dashing through a rainstorm, kayak through it, run through it, walk through it, and as you're being blessed by that, send your gratitude to the Merrimack and the Colorado rivers, to the snowpack on the Himalayas, and to the Amok, to the source waters that sustain all life on this jewel of a planet. And once you've gotten over your shyness about being so boldly loving of this place, once you've gotten good at these practices, you must teach your children and your grandchildren and anybody that you know to do the same. And this has got to become the most viral phenomenon of our time. So please do this as a prayer for Los Angeles, for Concord, for my grandkids who are growing up, for yours, for your neighbors' grandkids, for Dave's family in Nepal, for Kriti and her farm community in India. Please pray this for the grandchildren, including CJ's grandson, Sammy, who's pictured on the cover of the order of service today. If we do this, then they and all of us will reap the heart results immediately, and also practical results in 10 to 20 years. May it be so. Amen and Ashe.
Thank you, CJ, Dave, and Margaret. Thank you for support of our last outreach offering to support Clean Energy NH. Today's community plate will support the nonprofit The Bravery Alliance, who provides comfort and care to brave patients who present to emergency departments for treatment after experiencing sexual violence. Wanting to bring more dignity to one of the vulnerable moments in a survivor's life, the nonprofit provides hospitals with thoughtfully assembled care bags. The Bravery Alliance, has donated care bags to 7 New Hampshire hospitals and hopes to expand within the next year to reach every critical access and acute care hospital in the state. Our morning offering will now be gratefully received.
should start all over again, 'cause we can. Tried to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Tried to square, not being there, but think I should have been. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute, see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. Now we crawl against the tide. Those distant dreams are flashing by. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute, see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute, be by your side. Hold back the river, hold back. Ooh, ooh.
May we be transformed by our giving. May the world be transformed by our gifts. And now please rise in body or spirit for our closing hymn, number 1064 in our teal hymnals, Blue Boat Home.
Standing on these mountains and plains, far below from the rolling ocean, still my dry land heart can say, I've been saved.
Go out into the world in peace. Honor one another. Listen with an open heart. Stay curious, have courage, be kind. Embrace the mystery, welcome awe, and live always the way of love. I now invite you to extinguish your chalice at home as CJ extinguishes our chalice here in the sanctuary. Please join me in reading aloud the words on our screen. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of the faith we share, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Now please join me in singing our unison benediction. If you're comfortable joining hands or elbows, go ahead and reach out. And if not, reach out with your heart to all of us worshiping with you, knowing that you are not alone.